My name is Olivia, and I'm going to take you through a gentle yoga practice today. We're going to work through kind of a full circle. We're going to start lying down on the mat. We're going to work our way up, and then we're gently going to work our way back down. So working into and out of the same poses. Once we get a bit warmer, working a little deeper into each of the positions. So I have 2 yoga blocks with me today. I will show you how we can use these to kind of help release into some of the positions a little bit more. If you don't have a block, you don't have to worry about it. If you don't have 2 blocks, that's okay. No worries at all when we come into our practice. So I'm just going to place those to the side right now. And we're just going to come down onto our back. So typically we would end our practice down into our Shavasana, or our relaxation pose, but we're just going to take it here as we begin our practice today. Just relaxing through the shoulders, focusing on our breath, and gently just taking a notice, taking inventory of our body. Gently breathing into the right half of your body. And just noticing any areas that may call your attention. Then very gently starting to breathe into the left half of your body. Again, gently just noticing any areas that may call your attention. Finding release from the forehead, along the temples, into the jawline, down the neck and through the arms. Through the torso and into the hips. And then gently down into the legs, into the feet. Gently beginning to just feel the body, breathe into the body as a whole. We can start to bend one knee, bringing the sole of the foot down, and then bend into the opposite leg. Gently begin to draw your right knee in towards your chest and just give it a little hug. Gently release. And bring the left leg in towards your chest. Again, give it a little hug. Release down. Racing through the belly, right knee gently comes in. Release. Left side. One more set each way. So just a small pumping action through the legs. Left side. Gently bring both knees in towards the chest. And we're gently going to start to make small circles moving clockwise. Just to release through the back and start to feel the hip flexors. Using the arms more than the motion through the legs. Gently reversing your circle. Outside and around, so maybe in a counterclockwise position now. And just take special care and attention into the low back. Releasing the legs down, taking the feet about hip width apart, bringing the arms down by your side, Inhale, and just a small lift into a bridge position here. Gently releasing down. So maybe not as big of a bridge as we would normally do in our practice. We're just warming up here. Just feeling that opening through the hip flexors. 3 more. Just a small lift. And a lower. A lift. And a lower. Once more. Feeling more of the movement and the actual stretch. Gently starting to bring the arms out, either at a low V or at a T position to the side. And we're gently going to bring the legs in windshield wiper position. But this is going to be a small movement. Again, I want most of the hips still up towards the ceiling. So I'm gently going to lower to one side. I'm going to bring the legs back up. So it's a small movement through. I'm not lowering the legs all the way to the mat. I'm just starting to feel that outer thigh stretch on the leg as I lower to the side. So the top leg is an outer thigh stretch, the bottom leg is an inner thigh. Just a small movement. Even more through just the hips and the legs, then into the low back. Gently coming back to center, relaxing the hands back down by the hips. And again, maybe just a small lift into bridge and back down. Flowing with the breath, lifting and lowering. 2 more. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. Extending the left leg out long, keeping the right leg in. Gently take that right leg, hug it in towards your chest, and then maybe we make small circles with that right leg coming around, feeling length through the left. If that's too much through the low back or through the left leg, you can bend the left knee if you need to. Changing direction with the circle on the right. Just trying to get some passive motion and circulation through the leg. Taking both hands to the outside or to the knee. Nice big inhale. Exhale, hug your knee in towards your chest, using that pull in to really release the breath. Inhale, back off just a bit. Exhale, hug in. Inhale, back off. Exhale, hug in. One more time, backing off. And exhale, hug in. Now holding that knee in and relaxing through the shoulders, just a little pressure with the arms, and we're just going to point and flex through the foot. Again, just working on getting circulation moving through the body. And a gentle release of that right leg. Now, gently start to bend your left knee. We're going to keep both knees bent here. And then if it feels okay, begin to extend through the right leg. Then the right leg can stay bent if that helps through the low back. And we gently start to bring the left knee in. Maybe the left hand towards the left knee and just making those small circles, maybe to the outside. Flowing with your breath. Changing direction, moving towards the inside. And then coming back to center, both hands to the knee. Nice big inhale. Exhale, gently hug the knee in towards the chest a bit more. Back off on the inhale. Exhale and pull in. Backing off. Exhale in. 2 more. Inhale as we back off. Exhale as we draw in. Inhale and exhale. Gently drawing both knees back in towards the chest. Gently landing both feet. Nice big inhale. Full deep exhale. We're going to roll to our side, and we're gently going to press up to a seated position. And we can just face forward, even though the mat is out long here. We're just going to transition through. So just finding a comfortable seated position. Cross-legged if you can manage here. Nice big inhale, full exhale. So again, I'm modifying through because of the surgery that I've had on the legs, still limited range of motion. So I'm going to respect my body as we move through. I encourage you to do the same if you have any injury that you may be nurturing through. Nice big inhale, shoulders roll back and down, raising through the belly. I'm just going to take a block and prop it under the hip here just for a little more support, so I don't have to work so hard to keep it up. Nice big inhale. Sweep the arms forward and come into a forward fold here. Relax the hands down wherever they will fall. Gently tuck the chin towards the chest and just let the hips start to open up here. Deep breath in. Full breath out. Deep breath in. And a full breath out. Gently come up to your seated position, slowly rounding up, shoulders up, back and down, arms out to the side. Inhale, lift. So again, my limitation, exhale, reach forward. Don't let me limit your movements here. Don't feel like you have to push past. Inhale, flat back. Exhale and fold. Flatten out through the back. Forward fold, flat back, and fold forward. Gently coming back to a seated position, rounding up one backbone at a time, shoulders coming up, back and down. One more set, sweep up. Reach up, out, and over as you exhale. Flat back, forward fold, flat back, forward fold, flat back, forward fold. Tuck the chin, round up one backbone at a time, slow grow to the top, shoulders up, back and down, bracing through the belly. Lifting through the chest, arms out to the side. Adding a small side bend, inhale, lift. We're going to side bend to the right side. Right arm comes down, left arm reaches up and over. Pressing into the right arm, lifting back to center, sweeping the right arm up. Left arm starts to lower down, and we reach up and over to the left side. Inhale, back to center. One more set, flowing over to the right. Pressing back up to seated and flowing over to the left. Back to your seated position and reaching forward as we fold. Relaxing forward here, tucking the chin towards the chest. Really focusing on that opening through the hips, releasing through the hips, being gentle here, just allowing the hips to release out. One more deep breath. Gently coming back up to our seated position, rolling the shoulders up, back and down. We're going to switch position with the legs, crossing the opposite leg in front this time. Really trying to work that even opening through the hips. lifting through the chest, shoulders coming back and down. We're going to sweep the arms overhead and just sweep right back out to the side. So we may not be naturally inclined to come into this position or to cross this way. So we're just going to allow the hips a few more breaths here, just to naturally begin to open up. 2 more. One more time, sweeping up and sweeping out. This time adding in our forward fold, reaching up and reaching forward as you fold. Again, don't let my limited movement limit you. Flat back, inhale, forward fold, relaxing and releasing into this as much as you can. Flat back, inhale, forward fold, flat back, and forward fold. Gently coming back up to your seated position. Smooth movements, shoulders out, back and down. Sweep the arms overhead. And reach up, out, and over as we fold. Flat back, inhale. Forward fold. Flat back. Forward fold. Flat back, forward fold. Gently rounding up one backbone at a time. Shoulders up, back and down. Inhale, lift out. Adding that side bend to the right side, right arm dropping down, left arm reaching up, out, and over. Inhale, lifting to center, sweeping the right arm up. Left arm reaches down, right arm up, out, and over. Inhale to center. Again to the right side, lowering down, up and over. Back to center, other side. To center. Reaching up, out, and over as we fold. Flat back if it feels right for you. Forward fold. Flat back. Forward fold. Flat back. And forward fold. Taking 3 breaths here, just relaxing into our fold. Breathing. Breath in, full breath out. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, and exhale. Gently coming back up to your seated position, rolling through the shoulders. We're going to come onto all 4s now. So I'll show you that profile here. You can be lengthwise on your mat. Hands shoulder width apart. Relax through the tops of the feet. Knees are hip width apart, right under the hips. Arms are wrist, elbow, shoulder all in line. Nice and long through the spine. As we inhale, we arch the back towards the ceiling as we exhale. Inhale, nice neutral spine. We're just going to hold in a neutral spine here. Arch the back towards the ceiling. Neutral spine. Arch the back towards the ceiling. Neutral spine. Once more, arching the back towards the ceiling. Coming into a neutral spine. Now starting to just release through the hips a little bit more. We're going to take a deep breath in. As we exhale, I'm going to push my hips over to the right side. Then I'm going to start to push my hips back towards my heels and around to the left, and then back to center. Pressing over to the left side, around towards the heels. So we're making a half circle and then coming back to center. Again, to the right, driving the hips back and around, coming back to center, and over to the left side, pressing over, drawing back and around, and up. 2 more sets, just showing you from the front, driving the hips to the side, around, over to the left, and back to center, to the left side, back and around, and center. 1 more set, coming to the right, back and around. Finishing out through the left side, coming out, back and around, and lifting back to center. Perfect. Come back to show you that profile. Nice big inhale. Full exhale, curl the toes under here. Inhale. Press the hips back towards the heels just a bit here to get that stretch through the lower part of the leg. Inhale and exhale. Come back up onto all fours. Now we're just going to have a quick transition here. If a downward facing dog doesn't feel good for you, you can just come into a standing position from here. But if you're okay, we're going to lift the hips and push the heels back towards the floor. I'm gently just going to start to walk my hands back towards my feet, coming into a forward fold. So again, I can take my block here and just start to relax into my forward fold, just shaking through the head and the neck, shifting the weight into the balls of my feet, and then gently bending my knees and coming to a standing position. Shoulders coming up, back, and down. Relaxing through the shoulders. Shoulders roll up, back, and down. Palms face forward. I'm going to bring my arms up to shoulder height. I'm going to bring them in front. Out to shoulder height to the side, and then release the hands down. 2 more sets. Lifting the arms up to shoulder height. Palms towards the ceiling. In front at shoulder height. Out and open to the side and down. Once more, lifting the arms up, flipping the palms, bringing the arms in front, out to the side and down. Adding on to that position, lifting the arms up to the side, reaching the palms forward. Now I'm going to reach forward into more of a flat back, flip my palms and relax down towards the floor, maybe along through the block. Flat back as we inhale, forward fold as we exhale. 1 more time, flattening out the back and folding forward. We're going to take a little bend in the knees and we're going to round up 1 backbone at a time. Slowly lifting, shoulders coming up, back and down. Sweep the arms out to the side. Bring them in front to shoulder height. Reach forward, hinging at the waist. Flip the palms, reach towards the floor, towards the mat, towards the block, maybe even towards your shins. Flatten out through the back. Forward fold. Once more, flatten out through the back. And forward fold. A little bend in your knees, tuck your pelvis and round up 1 backbone at a time. Shoulders up, back and down. Again, bring the arms out to the side. Palms up. Reach the arms in front. Start to hinge forward at the waist, flip the palms, reach towards the floor, towards the block, towards your shins. Flat back, inhale. Forward fold, exhale. Flat back, inhale. Forward fold, exhale. Bend the knees, tuck the pelvis, round up 1 backbone at a time. Shoulders coming up, back and down. Sweep the arms overhead. Add in a side bend to the right side. Drop the right arm down. Reach the left arm up and towards the ceiling. Drive the left foot down into your mat. Inhale, lift back to center. Left side, exhale over. Inhale, center. Bring the arms out to shoulder height. Flip the palms, reach them in front. Arms come straight in front. Reach forward as we hinge and relax the body down towards the mat, tucking the chin towards the knees. 3 flat backs this time. First in tabletop as we inhale. Exhale and fold. Now we're going to come up about half that distance. Inhale. Forward fold. And again, that distance, once more, we cut in half. Flatten out through the back. And forward fold. So we stay a bit deeper each time we fold here. Bend the knees, tuck the pelvis, and round up one backbone at a time. Slowly growing to the top, shoulders up, back and down, palms forward, sweep up. Side bend right, exhale. Inhale, center. Left side, grounding down through the right foot. Brace the belly, come back to center. Bring the arms out to the side at shoulder height, palms up. Reach the arms in front at shoulder height. Now reach forward. Flip the palms to face down as we start to fold. Relaxing the hands to the mat, to the shins, to the block, wherever you need. Flat back, coming halfway up. More of a tabletop flat back here. Folding forward as we exhale. Travel up maybe half that distance. Inhale. Exhale and lower. We should feel more intensity into the legs, though it should be manageable. Once more, flatten out through the back. Smaller distance here. Forward fold. Bend the knees, tuck the pelvis, round up, one backbone at a time. Shoulders up, back and down. One more set, sweep up. Exhale, side bend right. Inhale, center. Side bend left. Center. Arms come out to the side at shoulder height. Palms up, reach the arms forward. Reach forward as we hinge at the waist and reach the arms towards the block, towards the floor, towards your shins. Tabletop in a flat back, so lengthen out a little bit higher here. Exhale and fold. Again, next time, half that distance. Inhale. Exhale. Once more, part of the distance. Inhale. And fold. Bend the knees, tuck the pelvis. Round yourself up, one backbone at a time. Shoulder roll at the top. Sweep the arms up. Reach the arms forward and fold. Exhale. Flat back. Forward fold. Bend the knees, tuck the pelvis, round up. Shoulders up, back and down. That sequence 2 more times. Sweep up. Reach up, out and over. Hinging at the waist to fold. Flattening out the back. Inhale. Folding, exhale. Bend the knees, tuck the pelvis, round up. Inhale. One more set. Inhale. Exhale forward. Flat back. Forward fold. Bend the knees, tuck the pelvis, round up one backbone at a time. One more set in the standing position, holding. Inhale, lift. Bring the arms out to the side as we exhale. Bring the arms forward as we inhale. hinge at the waist as we exhale, flip the palms and reach down towards the floor. Relax down wherever you can. Again, if you can't quite reach the floor with your hands, reach your mat. Take a hold of the block. If you don't have a block, take a hold of the shins. We want the legs as straight as we can get them with just a micro bend in the knees so we don't lock out. We relax the head towards the legs and we breathe here. Feel that lengthening through the back of the body. Relax the chest forward. We add in 3 flat backs. Inhale, lift. Whatever distance you feel you need to travel. Exhale and fold forward. Maybe travel just a part of that distance now. Inhale. If you need the full distance, take it. Exhale and fold. Once more, maybe part of that distance, maybe the full distance, maybe a bit more. Fold. Hold here and breathe. Deep breath in. Full breath out. Deep breath in. Full breath out. Deep breath in. Full breath out. A small bend in the knees, tucking the pelvis under, rounding up one backbone at a time. Slow grow to the top. Shoulders up, back and down. 2 times we just flow through. Shorter flow here. Exhale, reach forward. Feeling that full length through your body. Tuck your chin towards your knees. Flatten out your back. Inhale. Fold forward. Exhale. Soften the knees more. Tuck the pelvis. Round up one backbone at a time. Lifting to the top. Shoulders up, back and down. Sweep up. Sweep up, out and over. Flattening out the back. Folding forward. Softening the knees, bending at the knees, tucking the pelvis, rounding up one backbone at a time. Shoulders coming up, back and down. Bring the arms overhead. Reach forward. This time I'm just going to scoot my block out of the way. If you happen to have it there, bend the knees, tuck the pelvis, round up one backbone at a time. This time again, we're coming down onto all fours again. We're going to transition with that down dog if it feels okay. If that doesn't feel right for you, you can just come to hands and knees from your standing position. We can gently walk the hands forward. And then you can bend the knees and lower down if that feels okay, through the knees, through the neck, through everything. Brace through the belly here. Nice big inhale. Shoulders back and down as we exhale. So making sure the arms are at shoulder width. I'm going to take my right leg back first. I'm going to tuck the toes under, and I'm just going to extend the leg nice and long. I want both hips facing down towards my mat. Nice big inhale. As I exhale, I'm going to drive that heel back towards the floor. Inhale, we back off of that stretch, coming onto the toes a bit more. Exhale, drive back, pressing the heel towards the ground. Inhale, come up. Exhale, press back, feeling that stretch through the calf, to the back of the leg, backing off on our inhale, pressing back on our exhale. Once more, backing off, and pressing back. Here, we're going to hold for 2 breaths. So the back leg as straight as you can get it, driving down through that heel, feeling a good stretch, nothing painful. Stretch coming from the belly of the muscle, so the middle part of the muscle, not up high by the knee or low by the ankle. Gently backing off, coming back onto the knees. Nice big inhale. And we're gonna exhale back into a child's pose. So you can adjust the width of your knees if you need. And we're gonna reach the arms forward. If you want the lengthening through the arms, you can take this into a traditional child's pose with the hands back. We're just gonna release and relax through the wrists here for a moment. As we breathe into the full length of the spine, as we settle into the hips, we have a good stretch through our quadricep, that front thigh muscle going on here. We're going to breathe into it. A little bit of stretch through the glutes. Just being nice and passive here. One more breath. If you are in that traditional child's pose, begin to bring the arms forward towards the top of the mat again, an extended child's pose. Maybe walk the fingertips towards the top of the mat from that extended child's pose position to stretch through the upper body. And then gently brace the belly and come back up onto your all-fours position, adjusting the hands under the shoulders, knees back to about hip-width apart. We're going to bring that left leg back now. Again, square up through the hips. When we take one leg back, we want to start to open to the side. We're going to keep everything square down towards the mat. Lengthen through the spine as we inhale. Drive the heel back as we exhale. Inhale, backing off. Exhale, pressing back. So we back off on the inhale, coming up onto the toes, nice and easy. Driving the heel back. Exhale. Inhale on the toes. Exhale, drive the heel back. So we get a good stretch through the sole of the foot here as well. One more flowing through. Inhale. Exhale, press back. This time we hold that heel back and down. Elbows are still soft, hips are still facing down towards the mat. One more deep breath here. Gently releasing that, coming back down on the knees. This time, take your knees wider than before, soles of the feet together. Drive the hips back towards the heels, reach the arms towards the top of the mat, and relax your forehead down. So the wider the knees come, the more release we get into the hips. So we want this to be a comfortable distance for you. Try to rest your forehead down on your mat. If the forehead doesn't come all the way to the mat, you can use a block. But we're going to tuck the chin just a tiny bit, and we're going to bring the chin towards each shoulder. So we're massaging the forehead pretty much right about the hairline. Just a gentle side to side, and as you do, just try to release through the forehead, release through the shoulders. Another deep breath here. Gently coming back up onto all fours, bracing through the belly. Lifting onto all fours, bringing the knees closer together. We're going to keep the arms forward just a little bit, maybe towards the top of the mat. Nice big inhale. And now I'm going to start to bend my elbows. I'm going to come into a puppy pose. So my hips stay over my knees. I'm going to walk the hands forward. And again, I'm going to just relax forward here. Feeling that stretch and opening through the arms. Again, you can bring the chin towards each shoulder if that feels okay. We don't want a lot of pressure into the head, into the neck. It's just a gentle massage through. Keeping the hips over the heels, we're shifting weight back into the legs. Gently come up. You can walk the hands in just a bit. This time I'm going to take my right hand and I'm going to thread it through my left. I'm going to bend through the left arm, lowering straight down towards the mat. Since my hips are lifted over my knees here, I don't want to turn the head to the side, just so I don't put too much weight into the head here. So I'm just going to reach forward with my left hand, right hand coming through, relaxing through the shoulders, feeling that shoulder stretch as we thread through the needle. If you need to, the left arm can come in a bit more for more support. If it doesn't feel good, extend it out long. One more deep breath here. Now we will start to bend through that left arm if you're not already there. Press into the left arm to come back up onto all fours, unthreading through the right arm. Taking the arms forward just a little bit. Bracing through the belly, this time left arm coming through your right, lowering the forehead straight down towards the mat, keeping the hips over the heel, over the knees, and reaching the right arm forward if that feels okay. Relaxing into the shoulder as much as we can. Feeling that stretch through the cap of the shoulder. So that circular deltoid muscle that comes all around the cap of the shoulder, the top of the shoulder, that's where we want to feel that stretch, and then we want to feel it to the upper part of the shoulder blade. Deep breath in, releasing breath out. In and out. One more. Gently bending through the right arm, bringing the hand in, pressing up to a seated position, relaxing the hands down. So again, we're going to move into that movement through the hips once more. You can take the knees a little wider if that feels comfortable. Just relax the tops of the feet down. Nice big inhale, lengthening through the spine, driving the hips to the right side, circling around over to the left, and coming back to center. Then over to the left, back and around, up on the right, and to the center, again to the right. So it's making a half circle here, releasing through the hips. Right, the left, circle around to the right, and to the center. One more set each direction. Nice little release into the hips. Pressing and around to center. Then we can bring the knees in just a little bit closer. Hands are shoulder width apart. And we're gently going to come into our cat-cow. Nice big inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, arch towards the ceiling, tucking the pelvis under. Feel that stretch through the hip flexors even. Come back down into that neutral spine. And if it feels okay, sway back into cow. Exhale, arch up. So we have a big contraction through the belly here. But we want to keep belly engagement as we come into neutral spine and even into that stretch just to support through the low back. Once more, arching up towards the ceiling. Neutral spine. And then dipping down into our cow. Nice neutral spine position. And we'll come back into our seated position. We can face forward. This time, we're going to bring the soles of the feet together instead of coming into that cross-legged position. So you can be side-on your mat, you can be facing forward, whatever feels better for you. Lifting through the chest, relaxing through the shoulders, letting the knees naturally open out to the side. Inhale. Exhale, a small bend just to guide the upper body forward, relaxing the head down towards the chest and gently rounding up one backbone at a time. Two more, guiding yourself forward. Exhale. Rounding up, inhale. Exhale forward. Rounding up. Shoulders back and down. This time we're going to inhale, lift. I'm going to hinge forward as I exhale. Then I'm going to drive my right shoulder forward, my left shoulder back. Like I'm trying to look past somebody to look around to the side. Come back to center. Now left shoulder comes forward, right shoulder comes back, and just a small reach to the side, back to center. So I keep a pretty flat back. Exhale, just pressing the shoulder over and back to center. Left side, pressing forward and back. So I keep more of that flat back position to protect through the back, coming to the side, and center, and left, and center. Good. Bringing the arms out to the side. Big lift up and overhead. And then just relax forward here, folding forward, letting the hips just naturally open. Breathing here. One more deep breath. Rounding up one backbone at a time. Now I'm going to turn back on side-on position. If you're side on, you can stay right there. So I'm going to keep the feet in this bound angle. I'm going to lift through the chest, and we're gently just going to lower ourselves back down onto our back. So hold on to the knees, maybe walk out through the legs. You can bring the hands back, whatever you need to lower down. And then maybe slide the heels in towards the glutes. And just let the knees fan out to the side so we feel some opening through the inner thigh. We get some passive contraction through the outer thigh. And we get some opening through the hips. Now if that feels okay through the back, we can bring the arms up and overhead into a ragdoll position. So we can just bend at the elbows and hold on to the arms here. If this feels like it's too much into the low back area, you can release through the arms. We're just finding that full opening through the front of the body, the opening through the hip, the release through the pelvis. Deep breath here. And we can gently release the arms back down to the sides. Bracing through the belly, I'm gently going to bring my legs back together. Heel toe the feet out as needed. So we come into our bridging position. We're going to bring the hands down by the hips. Inhale, lift into that bridge position, lifting up as high as is comfortable. And then gently lower back down. So flow with your breath here. You can even bring the hands to the thighs if that feels good, feeling that lift and that space into the legs. Exhale and lower down. If it feels better to keep the hands grounded, you can, lifting up. We just want to make sure we're grounded through the shoulders and through the feet. And lower down. Two more, finding that lift and opening. And lower. Once more, lift. And relaxing down here. Releasing through the back, maybe even tucking the pelvis under just a little bit. It's going to flatten out through the small of the back. Normally we want that natural curve in there, but with the legs bent, we can just add that small stretch through the low back area, just strengthening through the abdominal areas as they contract, let the back stretch out. And then gently just returning that spine to a more neutral position. We'll feel that arch through the lower part of the back. That does not mean the flesh has to come off of the ground. It just means we start to observe that natural curve into the back. So relax through the shoulders. Right leg is going to come in towards the chest. Left leg can extend out long if that feels okay. Bringing that right leg in. And here we're gently just going to point and flex the foot. Point and flex. 2 more. Just relaxing the foot down. Now taking the right leg in the right arm, and we're gently just going to bring it out towards the side just a little bit. Not straight out to the side. I still have the knee in. I'm just bringing it up and over to the right side just a bit. Feeling the length through my left leg. Gently bring the leg back to center and gently land the right leg down. Bend through the left leg, taking a little pressure off of the back. Left knee starts to come in towards the chest, and right leg starts to extend out long if that feels okay. Bringing the knee in towards the chest. A little point and flex of the foot if that feels okay. And gently releasing the foot just to a relaxed position, bringing the knee in towards the chest, and then gently opening out to the side as it feels okay. Breathing into the leg, breathing into the hip flexor and the length along the right leg. Releasing through the shoulders. Gently releasing through the left leg, bring it back to center, releasing down. Hands can come down at a low V, or they can come out to the side at a T. Again, we go back into those very gentle windshield wipers, just a small release to one side, back to center. I'm even keeping my head center here because I just want a small release through the pelvis. And back to center, side, center, side, and center. 2 more. Side, center, side, and center. Gently draw the knees back into the chest one more time. Again, you can come into a reclined bound angle once more if that feels okay, or we can gently start to extend one leg and then the other. Coming back into that position we started with the body out long. Taking a few breaths here, just observing the flow of your breath through your body. And then gently beginning to take inventory on the right side of your body. Full awareness to the right side of your body. Drawing a nourishing breath into whatever area may call your attention. Whether to nourish, recuperating a certain area, rehabilitating, or if you need to release any stress or tension in an area. A couple more breaths here, just fully trying to acknowledge and release into the right side of your body. Gently shifting focus over to the left side of your body. Focusing on the breath and the movement through. softening through the body, anywhere and everywhere that you can. Gently acknowledging any areas you tend to really hold tension into. Just breathe into that area now and release. Breathing into the full length of your body, connecting the right and the left halves. Full connection through. Inhale and exhale. Draw your attention to your feet. Just gently noticing the sensation of your feet. And then very gently just wiggle toes. And circle ankles. Breathe in through the length of your legs. Feel the breath settle in right about your hips. Gently bring the big toes together and then release the baby toes out towards the edge of your mat. Just bringing the feet in and out. Gently breathing into the sensation of the palms of your hands. Gently wiggle fingers and toes. Wiggle through the fingers, maybe circle through the wrist. Breathe in the full length of your arms. Breathe in the full length of your torso, from your hips to your collarbone. Gently let that breath rise up into your neck, into the base of your skull. Very gently, just breathe life back into your body as you bring the head from side to side. A renewed life, a refreshed sense of being, feeling. Gently bringing the head back to center. Maybe taking a full body stretch if that feels right for you. Very gently rolling to your right side when you're ready. Taking just a few more moments for yourself here. Breathing in the full length of your body. Breathing in your strength, your renewal. Gently press into your seated position when you're ready. Taking an easy seated pose. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Thank you for practicing with me. Have a blessed rest of your day. Till we meet again.